keeping it real with Shannon.
You know what? It's all about fun, laugh, and get through life. That's what it's all about.
I find you have everything to gain with Christ, and without him, everything to lose. Still, the way you live is up to you, but it shouldn't be hard to choose.
Hi, and welcome to the show today. We got a great, hot topic to discuss today. Before we get to that, let me introduce my guest host. To my right is Mr. Rudy Solomon,
Hi.
Tiffany Shannon, and Mr. Thaddeus Canty. Hey. Welcome. So our hot topic today is, are you a cheater or you just spreading the love? As you know, some of us have been in committed relationships. Some of us have been married before or married now. But now when you're in a relationship or you're married, sometimes people tend to, stray a little bit, or they may meet somebody and they think the grass is greener on the other side, and they might tip a little bit. Do you think that's okay, or it's all right to spread a little bit of love? Oh, okay. Well, since nobody can speak, so that goes to show you the guilt that's going on at the table. Since nobody can't get their mouth open, so have you ever been cheated on, or have you maybe possibly stepped out?
Well, the reason I hesitated because your definition was a little funny for me, because it's like, I think men and women are different, and I think men might step off for other reasons. It's never right, but men step off for other reasons.
So what reason would the man step off? So then we'll get to the reason why women step off.
Well, in some cases, a man may really be in love with the woman that they're committed to or the marriage that they're into. But there are some things that's lacking inside this relationship that a man may seek outside of the relationship if their spouse or their mate is apprehensive, reluctant, or unwilling to do certain things. And I'm talking about in the bedroom.
Okay, so
that's just one of the reasons.
I shared this earlier, and I got in trouble for it. But it's a cultural thing, and I'm talking about a man-woman culture, a man's culture. Now, I'm not saying it's right, but men are taught to be a certain way. Men are raised, especially if you don't have a strong father figure there, and you have to. And a lot of us had to learn from other guys in community, people in the streets. You're taught to have more than one woman.
But then as you grow up, you know right from wrong.
When do you ever grow up?
Well, that's sad. If you don't ever grow up, that's sad.
First of all, before I answer your question, Thaddeus, let me just say, I don't know what culture you're from, but I don't know of any culture that tells. There may be some cultures. I'm not going to say it's not. But I think in all cultures, we all know better that unless we in one of the cultures that the men can have more than one wife, okay, I understand that. But
I'm shocked to hear you say that.
We
you know why?
are in the culture
of the streets of New York City where I was raised. That's how
street culture.
Men are taught.
I'm
not saying it's right. I'm just trying to open your eyes. I'm just trying to open your eyes to what's going on. I'm not saying it's right or wrong. I'm just giving you information here.
Okay, then. So we'll forget about New York street culture. What we're talking about now is the right culture. Okay, we're saying if you are in a committed relationship or you are married to someone, and I know it's not right for us to step out. We know that. Now that's just a given fact.
It's not right.
We know that, but we do it. We do it, and some us have done it before or whatever. But what you were saying, that's what I said. We have been cheated on, and maybe we may have been cheated on someone. But that is what you were saying before. Is like if something is not right and it's not going the way it's supposed to, and like you was even saying, even about the bedroom or whatever. I just feel that when things are not right, we should be able to sit down and talk to each other.
Communication is key.
Exactly. You have to talk this out and then find a solution as to how we're going to deal with this before you start stepping out. Because, see, sometimes that grass might be looking green over there, but it ain't what you think it is. And when it gets to the bedroom, you have to tell your partner what it is that you want. The woman has to tell you what she wants, and you have to tell the woman what I want. What's going to make me happy.
So if a man has certain sexual fantasies or things they want to do, and the girl is like, nah, I don't want to do that, I'm not doing that, and the man, like, he really wants this, and he's communicating this, and the woman is just, like, shutting you down.
Not comfortable doing something like that. It's like you can't force somebody to be extra when that's not them.
So that should be that. So there should be a communication where we're gonna be like, well, I want this, and we're gonna find a way to get on common ground.
Sometimes you just have to accept some things that some people just won't do. That's what a relationship is. They're not gonna be perfect for you. It's gonna be some things that you're just not gonna like.
Well, you know what I say. I know we're not supposed to be doing anything before we get married, but people still do, and then if you're in a relationship, you do. But some of this stuff you got to find out ahead of time. Because if you're dealing with somebody that do not want to go to fantasy land with you, then
But some people want to go past fantasy land.
No, but I'm just saying, some people are like that. So
relationships exciting. They keep them like
that's what I'm saying. So
spunk in it. You don't want to just be a mundane relationship. Oh, we're doing it this way this time. We're doing it this.
I'm in total agreement with you, Thaddeus. I'm in total agreement with you. But I'm saying you got to start picking up this stuff when you were dating that person because you can kind of tell if that person is a little freaky or this is just somebody that
man and woman may feel that they don't really want to get with it now, but she'll learn to like it or he'll learn, and we have the tendency to want to think that we can change the people that we're with.
Can I ask you guys a question because Shannon had brought this up, and it was like, if you love somebody, can you still cheat on them?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because
somebody told me that if you love somebody,
I can't. I said I can't.
You can't.
I can't. You can't. Some other people might can,
either.
But I can't. And the reason
I'm saying I can understand how a person can love someone and still
step out
and cheat.
Yeah.
But that's the only reason love from you. I love you. Like
exactly.
If I say I love you and I'm in love with you, and there may be something that makes me step out. Doesn't mean that I don't love you.
Exactly.
What makes you step out, though? If you really, truly love somebody, right, and you just don't have eyes for nobody else or whatever, what really? Is it this the temptation, or is it I can get away with it, let me try it and see, or...
Well, it's a combination of a lot of things, and let's get real. I'm not talking about myself. No.
Yeah, me neither.
I'm just saying, there's a lot of things going on in the community, and especially the African American communities. A lot of things going on. A lot of our men are in jail. A lot of our men are incarcerated. We're outnumbered 3-4 to 1. I see it. I see it on the street. And a lot of times you can tell a woman that you're in a relationship. And they say,
some don't care.
They just don't care.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, they might not care, but you are supposed to care. Even
you
when
took me personally, or
why you keep saying personal? See, by you keep saying personal, that means there must be something going on with you. No, I'm not talking personal. So it must be personal. You keep picking up on it. No, I'm not. I'm saying that just because they want to talk to you. People flirt all the time. Yeah. I flirt. You know what I'm saying? I flirt. People flirt all the time. I'm saying when they want to take it to the next level, you have to be strong enough to know if you have to weigh the option here. You got something at home. Now you better weigh that option. If you take that chance and step on out there and end up losing everything you got at home, then you have to say, was it worth it? Was it worth it to step out there?
Some stability, some security with their mate. Like, there's no reason why you should be at a certain age thinking about jeopardizing your relationship.
What age got to do with it?
When
you
out there, you're young and you just feeling like, I can tag and I can, go here and there. You really don't have these concerns but when you settle down and you with them, when you get 45, 50 years old.
It's time to start maturing. It's time to mature, Like you were saying that, it's like when you were, like when I was in my 20s, right? Now, I wasn't in them settled relationship because I'm in my 20s. I'm living the life now, I'm not someone that be sleeping around or dating 3 and 4 men or nothing like that. But if I had a boyfriend, I'm still might be looking at somebody else. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm not in no committed relationship.
Right.
But when I got older and I was ready to settle down, then I wouldn't do that anymore. You know what I'm saying? When I got married because I wanted to be married.
Right.
And I'm in love. So, see, the difference in me is when I fall in love, I'm in love. I can't see anything but that man that I'm with. I'm calling him like 2 and 3 times a day or whatever. I can't see anything. The only time could get me to start talking to someone else if the relationship started going really bad and things was going on. But I'm the type of person, if the relationship start going bad and we can't sit down and talk about it and come to some conclusion, then I'm going to say to that person, and I did, I say to that person, like, I think we just need to go our separate ways.
Before you step out.
Yeah, because see, I don't feel like I need to go out there to cheat for the simple reason is, I don't care how big the state is you live in, you will always get caught. You will still get caught. And see, people think that the wife and the girlfriend is the last to know. They are not the last to know. Trust me, they already know. So to me, if you got to step out and be running around with someone else and you married, then you don't need to be married. Why you married? Just sit down and come to the conclusion that we need to go our separate ways, and then you don't have to sneak around. You can still be friends.
But you still might be in love with the person.
What happens when it's one-time thing?
Well, if you are still in
the person, it's a one-time thing.
Exactly, that's what I said. Okay, so if you get caught, right, and it's a one-time thing, and you can sit down and talk about it and come to some conclusion that, look, we're going to work this thing out, then you do it. Okay, the conversation got hot, but we're going to take a quick break and we'll be right back.
It's shining, it's shining, it's shining, it's shining, it's shining.
We're only human. We rely on our courage. The kind of courage that shows up when we need it. And when cancer is least expecting it. Courage. Just one reason more of us are surviving cancer than dying from it. Give now to the American Cancer Society.
Keeping it real, it's shining.
Hi, if you're just joining us, we're talking our hot topic today. Are you a cheater or just spreading the love? And before we went to break, they were all excited, trying to act like they don't do anything when they know they do. But anyway, we was talking about in relationships stepping out, or does it look greener on the other side, or so you still stay on this side? And you were saying, Tiffany?
Well, my opinion was that men cheat because sometimes they think that they're slick, they can get away with it, or at that time it's just temptation. For women, it's because something is lacking there in the relationship. Because a lot of times when women is in, they're all in. Until you do something to them or something is lacking, then you got a problem.
But as a man, could I cheat because there's something lacking too, right?
I'm not saying there's nothing lacking, but some men does it because it's lacking, and some say, well, I can get away with this. She'll never find
And women
out.
too.
Women do it too.
Deceptive.
Yeah. Women do it
can
too.
get away with it because a man.
We clean without
Yeah,
it.
exactly. You see what I'm saying?
Y'all
No, but women do this. But women do the same thing men do. They cheat. They run around just like men or whatever. The thing is, why do you want to step out? And then if you do step out, then what are you going to do? Now, like you said, it could be where you could talk it out. Because I know people who have been cheated on and they talked it out and they worked it out and they still together or whatever. So if you can do that, all well and good. Well, but I mean, if it's a bad situation that you know you just can't get over it, then it's just time to move on.
It took me a long time to learn how to be faithful, and it's still a practice. I'm still working this. I'm still a
work in progress. Work in progress.
My whole life.
Get your thing together.
But I'm just saying, like, it really takes a while because, like I was sharing, you know, it's hard to get out of these bad habits that you're taught as a man how to be. As a man, if you don't have that figure to teach you how to be a real man, you're going to get what you get from the streets. And this is what a lot of us get. Or you're going to get from bad information. Or maybe even a bad parent.
And that's what I'm glad you went there because...
See, it's not... Some of this stuff is inbred. We have to get out of our kids and get out of our men.
So a
I am
lot of
taking
men
responsibility
also,
for it, but-
you know, and women, they watch the relationship that their parents have. So if
Look at
you
TV in
have
the movie. It's cool.
a father that, you know, he's in the relationship, he's in his marriage, he takes care of the family, he does everything for everybody, but he's been known, the wife knows that he cheats. And you see them fighting and they going through all these different so a boy may grow up watching his dad and be like, well, this is a normal thing to do. And he may be ingrained into his mental, so when he gets older, it's like, as long as I take care of the crib, I deal with all my bills are paid, my kids are not worried, my wife is straight, then why not? Why I can't step out and see somebody else here and there? You know?
So, but Thaddeus, you don't think as you get older, your mindset changes?
Right, that's what
and
I was saying
matures,
earlier.
And then you have met other people along the way that you see role model figures. Even if your dad or your mother, did those things, and you think that's what life is about. But along the way, you still meet other people that can become role models. Just looking at other men with their wives and children, you see this kind of stuff. Everybody ain't outside running around now. Now we got plenty of whole families and stuff. So wouldn't you learn from them and say, when I get married, I'm not going to do that to my wife. Or I'm not going to treat my wife like that or my girlfriend. I mean, don't at some point that you learn to say, this is what I want and this is what I'm going to do? Because even when I hear men and women, when they say, oh, when I was growing up, my father was this, they did this and they... But then, to me, that's like an excuse you just using because you don't want to do anything. Because a lot of people have grown up in homes that's broken homes, but they turn out to be really stand-up people because in their mind, they say, look, I'm going to make it. I'm getting it.
It depends on the character and the mental strength of that person. You know, is whether they're going to follow in the footsteps of what they see or they're going to make their decisions based on the character that's within them to just be this stand-up person.
Well, you know, like, there's an argument that we can't have. I mean, there's an argument that hasn't been decided yet. You know, Locke Sahab, is everything learned? Is it inherited?
Learned behaviors.
Learned the behavior, or is it inherited? Well, see, that decision hasn't been made yet. We don't know if you learned these things or this is in your system yet. Science
Biological determinism.
Science hasn't gotten that far yet.
So,
but see, you made a good point, but it's hard to change something that you've been taught overnight. Something that's been ingrained.
No, I said it's not changing overnight. I said it as the older you get. So in other words, when you get 50 and 60 and 70, you still going to be out there running around?
But you know,
I mean, nothing has changed in this decade.
Because that's what I was saying.
Each decade changes you. When I was in my, I don't act like I did when I was in my 20s. I don't act like I did when I was in my 30s.
And I'm listening, and like I said, I'm here trying to give information. Some of the things that y'all not looking at and seeing is that who says I know it's wrong? Did you hear what Thaddeus said about the man who takes care of all the business? And what he said is,
happens all the time.
A third of the men going to tell you they heard this and they believe it. You take care of business at home, you take care of the kids, you pay the rent, you do everything else, I'm allowed to cheat. You think that just goes away?
Okay, but let me ask this question.
Accept it?
I'm not
supposed to accept it. It's just saying it's a reality.
I'm just letting you know that's out there.
No, but let me just ask this right quick, Tiffany, before you say that. I just want to ask you a question. When people get grown, I know you don't know any better when you're young, but when you actually get grown, and to me, by the time you're in your 30s, you're grown now. You gonna tell me you don't know the difference between right and wrong?
I mean, for me personally,
no, I'm talking more so to him. Like you don't know what's the difference between right and wrong. That you keep talking about what the street taught you. Yeah, the street taught us a lot of things. I used to fight in the street all the time when I was younger.
Yeah,
but when I got older, I know better to be out there fighting in the street. So as you get older, you learn. I already knew what was wrong.
You're 100% right.
You know what's right and wrong.
You're 100% right.
Yeah, you know what's right and wrong.
No, you're not hearing me. You're 100% right. You don't know what's wrong. You think that cheating is okay.
But what about the ones
You don't know it's wrong. It's not that simple. You don't know it's wrong.
So
you think it's right.
So you saying that someone taught you, you saying that people are taught when they're young it's okay to cheat?
Every man, 70% of the men I met growing up in Brooklyn, that's how they taught me.
Oh, well, I didn't meet those men. I don't know where those men
are. So wait a minute. So
I never met any of those men.
I'm just being honest with you guys.
And say, oh, I'm sorry I cheated. And then the woman's supposed to just accept it and we're supposed to move on and live happily ever after.
Them the ones we call suckers.
The ones that say I'm sorry?
The ones who get caught.
Who the men you talking about? You talking about the men that get caught? Say what?
No, you said the men who say don't do
They
that.
know who that is.
No,
wrong
the men
when
who
they
you
sorry.
say, the men who you say don't do that. Live your life with your family. Live a happy life. Those we call them squares.
They're squares.
Yeah. I mean, it really, guys, and this is why y'all got me here. I'm giving you a man's
And-
mentality.
but
I'm
what
not
makes
saying
them
you
a
is
square?
mine.
And it's
I'm
not
giving you-
just
I'm telling
all
you,
men's
right.
mentality.
But most
Exactly.
of us,
That's it.
You know what I'm
most
saying?
of us.
Because you
That's
have a
my
lot
point.
of men
There's
that are
plenty of
committed in
men.
those relationships, and they don't.
Exactly.
Like for me,
Exactly.
at my age, when coming up younger, I was into the, hitting and moving, sticking and moving here and there, and even being in a relationship and always wanting to have the stray eye and looking for something else. But when you get to a certain age, like me, I don't hoe hop
Exactly.
no more.
Exactly.
I'm not looking
What you call
around
it?
hoe hopping.
Yeah, exactly. Because you don't have that same mindset.
Right, because
you don't have that same mindset.
when I come to the point where I got something here that I really feel like I can build with, and this is where I want to put all my energy into. And when I look at myself where I'm about to be 50 years old, I need some stability.
Exactly.
Just like a woman
Exactly.
looks for stability and security in
Exactly.
a man, I'm looking for that in a woman.
Exactly.
But once the point comes where I feel like there is no more stability there, I don't care what age I might be.
But we
I'm
did
Well, I mean, if it's
might
not
be
there,
start ready to look around again.
if you're in a relationship and if it's not working anymore, and you have tried all you can try to work it out, then you make that decision. But if you can work it out, that's what you try to do. Because
Right.
I think we need to start trying to work out our relationship rather than everybody always jumping up saying, I'm not want to be in
go
this
to the next
relationship
one.
anymore. I don't want to be committed in this. Why can't we work it out? Just like the olden days when the older people were coming up, they would work it out. They didn't just jump up and leave. But now, if something go wrong, I'm out of here. Or get out of my apartment or whatever,
We're now
that's why I got my own.
independent now.
You want to throw me out?
We have,
I got
the
somewhere to
women have
go.
jobs,
Turn my
they're
key in
making
my
more
own
money
spot.
than men now. It's like, well, I don't need you to sit here and take care of home. Then if you want to cheat and have a straight eye, then go. Because I can deal with the less drama by myself. So that's why they don't want to work it out.
Well, see, that's why I don't think it's necessary to cheat.
If you start asking men how they feel, you'll be surprised. Not ask them what they do, how you feel, you're going to hear my thoughts more than you think. Some of the thoughts I gave y'all, you're going to hear that more than you think. Don't ask them what they do.
definitely concur
Ask
with
them
that.
how they think.
You will.
And you're going to be surprised what you hear.
How they think in which way? I don't
Just like
understand.
me, what I've been telling y'all for the last 10 minutes. But I wanted to ask
No,
something
you
else.
kept talking about the street stuff.
Yeah, it's not. Let's not say streets. Let's say cultural. How a man is taught, how he's raised. That's what I meant. How you're taught and how to raise. That's how they teach us how to be men. Not to cry, not to have one woman. Yo, this is what you taught me how to. This is how you taught me how to be a man. Then you expect me to turn it off.
Well, this is new to me about
I never
having
heard of it either.
that you
Well,
must have more than one woman.
Now you know.
That was.
Now you know.
I heard
Really?
that.
I'm serious. That's how it is.
So is that the same thing that we should have more than one man?
No.
Well, that's the other question I want to ask. I was going to the question.
good for
Yes,
them.
to me it's
That's
okay.
not-
I didn't say it was
No.
right. I said that's how we was taught. But that's the other question I wanted to ask. Because I always hear this, and it bothers me to no end. Men cheat more than women. I don't believe it.
Who said that?
But how,
Well, everybody, society.
I never heard
but
society
how
say
come
that.
when women cheat, then it's
Women
not,
cheat just like
I don't
men.
want to work it out. It's like, oh, well, now you're trash.
Because
Like,
you can't
why
give
y'all
those goodies
crying, y'all
away.
wanna
A woman
scream.
can't give the goodies away.
The woman
What?
can't give, but you can give the
Nah,
goodies away.
but it's different. Like,
Oh, so wait, so
That's honest. That's honest.
So hold up, Thaddeus. A clarification. So are you saying that the woman should not be cheating, because she's giving up the goodie, but it's okay for the man to give up his goodie? Because I want
saying,
clarification.
See, y'all gonna kill me.
No, I want to hear what Thaddeus has to say. I want to hear what
a
Thaddeus has to
woman,
say.
like, it's just different for a man. When a man started thinking about, when he know you cheated, and then when he go and lay down with you, the only thing is burning in his mind is like, was the other dude better? Was the
why you
other
think
dude
that?
Well, that's the same thing the women be thinking.
You know, like
That's the same thing the women are thinking.
So now we're throwing away. It's like no work.
Because we're thinking like, okay, oh, well, my grass on this side greener was better than the one I had over there. But the other part that may be the good side of the man, working and taking care of my bills or whatever, this one that I'm over here on the green side might not be doing that, but at least the bed part is good.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
So
which one would you choose? If you was caught in that situation, you was like, well, I might step this way, I might step that way. And the person that you with, he's financially, you know, you don't got to worry about nothing. But this guy, he's giving it up
right
real
over there with the
good.
one that's going to pay my bills and take care of
I
me.
got bills. I'm
You
staying with the
So you
woman.
gonna stay on that side.
You don't have to ask me
And
that
then when you
question.
get that opportunity, you just gonna slide to the left.
No.
Right?
If
Slide to the left and then come back to the security.
That's not even a question. That's not even a question with the answer. If you got someone that's taking care of you, I'm staying with the one who's taking care of me. Because see that other part, you can get that anywhere, please. I ain't leaving my home, and I'm not jeopardizing what I have at home to lose for something that may not be worth it. I wouldn't do that. So
Can you forgive somebody for cheating?
I think you can. If you love them enough, I think you can. I think you can.
I think so too.
Yeah.
On both ends.
Yeah, you can.
Men and women.
You can. You can.
It might be a little tougher for a man though.
Yeah, well, men don't.
You know what I'm
they
saying?
don't. Yeah, but yeah. Okay, we're getting it. We're getting this time. So thank you for joining me today on the Hot Topics, and we want to thank you for joining us. And think about it before you step out there, because sometimes that grass is not as green as you think it is. So thank you for watching, and as always, we'll see you next time.
Hi, my name is Tiffany, and you're watching Keeping It Real with Shannon. Shannon can be seen every Saturday at 5:30 p.m. on Brooklyn Public Network and Manhattan Neighborhood Network at 2:30 p.m. You can check your local listings for the channels. Let's keep it real and watch the show.
Hey, Mom. I got the job.
Got the job. Welcome aboard.
I've got a job to do today.
Have a good first day at work, Mom.
Donate to Goodwill. Help provide job training in your community.